Howdy folks, how's it going? So I'm here in Willits, California, which is the little town in Northern California in Mendocino County where I was raised, and I am in the house of my best friend when I was growing up, Abram Boosinger, who was raised Mormon and is now a extreme atheist, very interesting character and whatnot, and he's downstairs playing the guitar right now. And so I'm upstairs, and I spent a hell of a lot of time in this house when I was a kid. This was Abram's room, Abram and his brother Chris. So I'm just going to head downstairs here. Just thought that I would do a little sort of tour of the house. It's a little dark at the moment. Alright, that's Abram on the guitar there. That's right, you've been on my channel from Culver City. We took some videos there. 3 years ago I was living with Abram down in Culver City, down near Venice Beach, California. I'll link below the video to your Twitter thing. How many followers do you have now?
I don't know, hardly any.
From 9 to 15 or something like that? Or okay. Abram is the palindrome man for all the palindrome enthusiasts.
Oh yeah, do you want to see my book?
Yeah. Let's see what you got of it.
This is what it looks like.
Okay. We're going to see the palindrome of unusual size. I think it's safe to say it's the record.
Well,
I mean, it's not actually completed yet,
the
but
caveat is that it's not done.
yeah.
It will be by, unless there's some other lunatic out there. It's hard to imagine how it's way beyond anything you've ever seen.
Yeah. Moby Dick as a palindrome.
It's actually longer than Moby Dick.
Okay.
It's about, I couldn't really say, it's about as long as the Bible. It's longer than this.
Which is a great book, by the way.
Yeah.
I read that in France, in some places where it was actually set.
Wonderful, yeah.
In the Jardin, now I forget, some garden in Paris. where the two main characters, the guy meets the girl in a garden there, and I was sitting in that same garden reading the book.
Right on. It's really everyone knows the silly little palindromes. But this one is. That's pretty much it right there.
All right. Needs just a little bit of editing still.
Yeah, it's all these different sections. I've got some other projects. Some of the bestiary stuff is in. There's different sections with code names. Like in here we have Noon and Toot and Dude. All the sections are palindrome names. They're just
CAC.
So I can keep CAC, Rear, BSB, Auto. There's about 40 sections. There's Foof. Foof is brutal.
Okay.
Just to get an idea of what things end up looking like. Like this is a little unusual, but this is what this is like a rough draft after I've gone over it and corrected and added and stuff. And it just goes on and on. I mean, this is just the middle part. This is the most technically demanding part of the whole book. This is the part that's really giving me nightmares.
But pretty much all through here is all part of the book.
Yeah, this is the middle. It's called Foof. This is called Noon. It's kind of a catechism. An interesting structure here. So this one is 1,111 answers that are all palindromes. All the questions that go in between the answers are not palindromes. So obviously, so the whole thing is one lexically symmetrical book. So because all of these are palindromes, they have to be repeated on the other side, but they'll be going the other way, and all the questions are different in between.
Yeah.
So for instance, question 1, or answer 1 here on the other side will be answer 1111, and the question to that will be this backwards.
Yeah, so even though there's like completed palindromes within this section,
Right.
then the questions will not appear as actual palindromes, but then the whole
It'll
book
say
is a
something
palindrome.
else different backwards.
Yeah, so elsewhere in the book, then it will be palindromatic.
This is really a simple fact, but people have trouble grasping this. Like this, it's the whole book is lexically symmetrical. So, for instance, the first letter is N, therefore the last letter has to be N. So once it's done, you could start reading it. You'd start here, and if you had a friend or an enemy or a neutral,
take your pick.
You'd be reading like this, and they'd be reading this way, and every letter would match, and then you pass in the middle, and so on.
But the letters, not necessarily the punctuation, not necessarily the words.
Yeah,
the words could be completely different. But if you just boiled it down to just straight letters with no
the only
spaces or
unit
anything,
is
it
the
would be the
26
same.
letters of the Roman alphabet.
Yeah,
So,
everything else can be different. But
yeah, the whole way it's spaced out in a very. There's a lot of like quotations and footnotes and advertising sections and poems and things. It's endless, like in question and answer sections like this.
so
But
like
the whole thing will be letters.
a man, a
symmetrical.
plan, a canal, Panama. So that's a well-known
Yeah.
palindrome. But then imagine Moby Dick or Les Miserables
Yeah.
as the same thing, as being the same forwards and backwards. So you mind if I read one of your?
Oh, go ahead.
So here's his Twitter page.
That one, that's 140 characters, so just for fun of
Twitter, so you got to be limited. So, and Ilophilia itself is a palindrome, but Abram made that up. So it means love of, what does it mean? Love
Palindromes.
of. Oh, okay. Oh, grab Meniski, nap, my 2-carat autogyro, Mem Sahib Baradur, crud, the rabbi has memory, go to a terakau, tympanic sin embargo. So you can see O-O-G-G-R-R
Right.
A-A-B-B. So even though it's different words.
Yeah.
It's-
Grab, Meniski, nap, my, etc.
Exactly.
So you can see how the spacing and punctuation don't apply.
So check down below the video to a link to Abram Boosinger and Ilophilia on Twitter. He can use a few more followers. He's got 31. Let's see if we can get to like 33.
I have 33.
Oh, he has 33.
I'm following 31.
Following
Look,
31.
I'm almost at 1,000 tweets.
Yes,
So great online repository of original palindromes.
absolutely. And stay tuned for the strangest and most blow your mind book ever to be
Yes.
published, coming in the next decade or so.
Yeah, hopefully the next diade.
What's a diade?
2 years?
Something like that. We'll see.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I can't use this in the palindrome, and then I realize it's some other, like this notebook I've had for years, and it's just mostly palindrome stuff, but there's all these other, there's like math problems
random
and
stuff.
ideas and lists of ideas. And
But is there stuff from the Paus in there
yeah.
that actually
There's
inserts into it?
and then there's Paus stuff, bestiary stuff, there's Twitter stuff. Like usually, if I tweet something, I write a T and circle it next to it. This is an older draft, but
Because you're just at the beginning
I just
half still.
yeah. For most of the house, I have both halves written down. This one, only the front half is written down, and this middle section is a couple 100,000 words, and has this particular pattern to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but it has to go this certain way.
Whoop.
There we go.
Yeah. So what's the story on the jacket? I mean, obviously
it's
it's
heavy. It's full of sand. It's like an exercise.
Oh, okay. It's not. I thought it's not a like. It's not for bullets or something.
No,
or?
no.
Oh,
Could
okay.
be. No, it's more of an exercise.
Oh, gotcha.
Swap looking.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when I'm working out, just for extra.
Uh-huh. And they're all full up with sand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the wrist things also are 5 pounds each.
Aha.
A little more challenging.
Yes.
Work trails, Willits, California. 3 objects.
Random objects.
Great success. Bouncy ball, small soccer ball. Water-filled bottle. One of my favorites.
On a cloudy day.
I thought of this great directorial move to him doing a 360. Whoops. Alright, something fancy now.
Okay, let's
Do a.
try a little round the back action or something.
Oh, really? Sorry, I never did get very good at that. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Damn! Wow. Impressive. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
That did not go as planned.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, checking out a interesting tree here.
The madroke.
The madroke.
So this is an old
Watch
black
out.
oak.
Poison oak. All over the place.
Rhymes with madroke.
Both Abram and I have managed to never get poison oak, so I guess we're immune, but
Definitely.
you never know. Seriously?
That's one reason I might not get it. I used to eat it all, but I don't do that much anymore. But
Well, that's handy. If you're ever, like in a group of people stuck in the middle of the woods, you'll survive on the
yeah,
poison oak. And,
it's kind of tasty actually.
yeah. So is this 2 trees melded together?
Well, this is what happened. This is black oak here, the outer.
Mm-hmm.
So this big black oak grew up, and then a madrone seed fell into it. This is madrone. So everything that goes off this way, really stunning example too of a madrone.
Epic climbing tree.
Yeah.
Oh, these
Yeah, it's just super like
arms going off.
nicely shaped and
Yeah. Totally like out of a fairy tale or something.
yeah.
Pretty cool. So it's that a oak tree was partially grown, and then the madrone fell into the oak tree, you think, or the other way around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a madrone
The black
tree
oak
seed fell
had a
into
hollow in
the...
it, and then the madrone sprouted right in the middle.
Yeah, and they both just managed to survive and not eat each other or whatever, and not kill each other.
There's this.
Yes. Very cool.
Wizard of Oz book.
Oop. Which Wizard of Oz book?
One of their friends was turned into a little stone cricket.
Oh, okay. One of the later books.
No, it was an L. Frank Baum.
Oh, okay. I know. It's brilliant for hiking in.
Endless stuff.
A little respite in the middle of the hot summer.
That thing at my place in Culver.
Which thing?
This thing.
Huh.
It's right above
Just a little.
right above the Yoda quotation.
Yeah, because I remember. Oh, like from that wood shop where you make it.
yeah,
Is that where you made that?
I made a bunch of these.
Yeah. What do you call it again?
The
Did you have a name?
company or this thing? I can't remember what we called this.
Remember you had a name for some other.
These are bibliotrivets here.
Bibliotrivets. That's. And you made up that name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh,
a
and you're putting them to use.
Oh yeah. I've still got a few of them. I've actually got about 30 of them here.
Oh, wow.
This is kind of cool. This is a 3D printed thing.
Oh, from a 3D printer? Gotcha.
Yeah,
Like, did you, like, print it, or?
No, these people at that party gave it to me. These maker people, and they're kind of nifty pie.
Mm-hmm.